Man, to be honest, I don't know. That's gonna be a good one.
I don't know. I don't know.
I like both of those guys. I just think that what separates the top 5 guys is whoever's on that night, you know. I like both of those guys. I can see it going all 5 rounds, but I can also see it, you know, ending early. But I can't make a pick on that one.
Both are good fighters. You know, like the person he trained well, and he would like he stick to the strategy. He wins.
You know, I'm a big Swanson fan. I'm always impressed every time he goes out there. His heart is, he puts it on the line, and you see it every time he goes out there. Not to take away from his opponent, great opponent as well, and he's just showing just how much he's coming up, and he's certainly not a big name that you've heard of, but he's showing that he deserves to be fighting Cub for a reason. But, you know, Cub and I have been on a few different fights together. We've done different venues. I got a little bit of a chance to know him, and I really like the guy. And he's a good family man. And like I said, he shows so much heart every time in his fight. When I think that he's down for the count, he throws down and puts everything on the line, and that's something I really respect.
Man, I like both. They're very entertaining guys, man. You know me, I'm a fighter, but I'm a fan. And Cubs, man, I was a kid in Brazil watching MMA, and Cub was fighting already, knocking guys out, fighting for the title, fighting with Aldo, and Ortega. It's a new guy on the promotion, and he been putting in great wars, and the way he fights, I like to watch. So it's a great matchup, and hopefully they have a tough fight, a good fight, and the best guy win. You know, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't want to pick one of them. I just wish them the best and keep the best guy win in the end.
Oh, I hate picking favorites. I don't know. Cub was on my last fight card too, but Ortega, he's a tough fight. I think it's going to be a close fight. I'm going to give it to Ortega.
I don't really have a pick in this fight. You know, Ortega's my boy. We've hung out a bunch of times actually. Undefeated, heart of a lion. The guy's been, you know, he's been down on the scorecards a bunch of times. He's no stranger to that, and he always comes back to pull off a nasty finish, and that's his game. But I think for this one, he's got a veteran in Cub Swanson. He's got to make sure that he gets off first. He can't be there to get hit. Cub Swanson might have a little bit of a speed advantage on the feet with the boxing, but I think on the ground, Ortega's the bigger man, and I think Cub's got to be very wary of taking the fight to the ground. So Ortega's got to push a good pace, stay in his face, keep the tempo high, and really cut him off and try to land his shots where he can land his shots, utilize his feints, try to get Cub to throw, and then try to counter. If he can do that pretty well, I think he's going to find himself on the right end of the decision, or, as he always does, in T-City fashion, is get a finish.
Yeah, man, I'd like to fight either one of them. They're both ahead of me in the rankings, so, you know, that's definitely a step in the right direction. I don't care which one, but, you know, I think Brian Ortega's the easier fight, you know, as long as you don't take his ass to the ground. You stand up, you know, he's stubborn standing up, he wants to bang. He doesn't really like taking the fight to the ground, even though his jiu-jitsu is just phenomenal. But he's kind of stubborn, and he takes an ass whooping a lot of times standing up. So I think, you know, that'd be the easier fight: stand up and beat the hell out of him, and, you know, hope to God it don't go to the ground. But I mean, if it does go to the ground, you know, I could fight there too. But Cub, you know, he's stand-up wise, it's going to be a hell of a lot tougher fight with Cub standing up. But he's vice versa. If I can take him down, you know, I think it's my world on the ground. But hey, Cub's tough everywhere, so you can't underestimate him even on the ground. But yeah, I think Cub's just going to destroy Brian Ortega, in my opinion.